What's up, guys? It's your boy Jay Zace, and today I'm going to be going over some tips on how to rank up in Rocket League, especially for this new season coming up. I'm not sure when this video will come out, probably after a couple hours of me making it, but as you can see, there's 18 hours left in the season. I am currently Champ 3 Div 1 in both of these. Ignore this, I do not play solos. And I did hit GC this season, but I played a whole bunch of games and ended up just dropping out overall. But yeah, let's get into it. So, first tip is going to be training. I don't care if you have 9,000 hours in the game, you got 2 minutes in the game. Use training. Alright? Like, you watch all the pro players play training, and they got way more hours than probably you. I know they got way more hours than me. But yeah, just use training. You know, if you're a gold, you're a GC. Oh, if you're a GC, I don't know why you're watching me. Well, that's fine. Yeah, basically just use training. Just do what I'm doing. Hit the ball around, try to go for some cool shots. Use custom training. There's a whole bunch of ones that I use. I like to use the air dribble one a lot. Go for some ceiling shots and stuff. Just use training. Use it. There's no reason not to. Alright guys, next is rotations. Rotations are a very big part in Rocket League. If you watch any pro players or just high ranked players play, you know that they rotate. They rotate a lot. So basically, what I mean by rotate is that if you're up, you take a shot on net, you miss. You're right here. Your teammates are both starting to come up. You go back to the net. Especially if you don't have any boost. You go back to the net, get boost, wait for one of your teammates to rotate back, and then push back up again. Basically, the more you play, the more you watch higher ranked people, the more you'll really learn how to rotate, especially if you're a low rank. Like, I know honestly, I'm not sure when you start to rotate, because I know, like, back when I was a gold, a plat, nobody ever rotated. They just went for the ball chasing, and that's never a good thing. Alright guys, next tip is to never go for dumb plays. I know I go for dumb plays a lot, and it really gets goals scored on you. So say your teammate or your opponent is like right here, they have the ball, they see you're coming, you're all the way like back in net, you start pushing up, they can easily flick on you, especially if they're like mid flick or something. If they're like at this stage, they jumped up, they're about to flick, do not push the ball. In others cases, if they're like right here or something and they're just dribbling the ball and you're in net, you know, for all means go and push them. That's the thing that you should do. But don't just throw yourself at the ball just cause. I know I do this a lot, which I really need to work on. Yeah, so like an opponent will be here, the ball will be in the air. They're probably like super close to getting it, and then like right before they hit it, for some dumb reason, I'll jump up and try to block it. But yeah, just don't go for dumb plays. It'll save your team like a lot of goals scored on you, and yeah, it'll just improve your overall play style, and it'll also help with your rotations as well. Alright guys, next tip is reading your opponents. So basically what I mean by this is, say for example, your teammate's dribbling towards the net, and they don't have complete control of the ball, and you know this, like, just challenge. There's no reason not to, especially if they can't get a nice quick little flick off on you. And most of the time it'll leave you with the ball, and then you can have time to make a counter play. And also another thing is that if your if your opponent is up on the wall or something and they're just starting their air dribble, and you know like where they're going to, go for that and challenge it. Especially if you know you will be able to beat them without them hitting the ball over you. This comes a lot with, you know, just playing the game a lot, like game knowledge, like knowing how hard they're gonna hit it, how fast they're going. Like if they're going that fast, they're gonna hit it that much. Or if they're like going super slow, like they got no boost or something, they hit it like that, it's not gonna go as high. So yeah, just watch your opponents all the time. Alright, next one is going to go with the last tip. It's going to be game knowledge. basically the only way you can get good at this is just playing the game, obviously. Kind of like I said before, like with the hits, you know, knowing how hard, how fast they're going, how much like power they're gonna get on a hit, and also with like bounces, like knowing if when you, well, that was a terrible hit, but if you hit into the corner, just knowing where it's gonna bounce. You hit it on the wall like this, you know how far it's gonna roll up. And then also like with redirects, you kind of can tell where the ball's going, and you try to position yourself where the ball will go so you can get that nice double touch or something like that. And so yeah, just really just play the game, and like I said in the first tip, play training a lot. This is how really you're going to become better. You know, pros play training all the time still, so there's no reason not to, especially if you're trying to get better at the game. Alright guys, my next tip is going to be watching replays. Watching replays can help you like understand and see the mistakes you make and stuff like that, and like what you should do better next time. Yeah, just basically trying to catch your mistakes. So as you can see here, I'm sort of ball chasing. I don't see that my teammate's going up, and then I push too far back. But yeah, just basically just like whenever you think you have a good game, like go back into your, see right there, I could have avoided that demo if I was actually looking for him and not just focus on the ball. Yeah, and then right there, I'm able to read his touch and stuff. So like basically just go into replay, you know, catch your mistakes, like see if you're rotating well, see like if you're messing up your teammates or something like that. Like basically in replay you'll be able to catch your mistakes a lot easier. Or if you don't want to like watch your own replays, go and watch pro player replays, pro games, and you can see how they're doing, like how they rotate when they decide that they're gonna go for the ball or not, or you know, all that kind of stuff. Alright guys, so my next tip is going to be recoveries. So basically with recoveries, like honestly, like I said before, comes with playing the game a lot. But basically if you go up for an aerial or something, like you hit it, or even if you miss it, like don't let your car just flop down or whatever. Then you have to get back up and then go all the way back, you know, to your net or wherever the ball is. Like if you do this, you know, hit the ball or whatever, make sure you air roll and then land on your wheels and then get back to the net or wherever you need to go. Also, another thing that you can do here is if you're going like weird, like you land sideways, you can always hit drift. So say I aerial and I'm about to land like this. Instead of landing like that, especially if I'm trying to go back to this net over here, like hit your drift button so you'll like slide into it. I know, I think I do this way too much sometimes, because in most opportunities I'm just like getting back like this or some dumb thing, but it could work out, you know. And also, like if you're going for a ceiling shot or something, or you hit the ball and you're like on the ceiling, like hit A. So basically when you hit A, if you're on the ceiling, instead of just sitting here free falling for a while, hit A, it'll boost you down. It's kind of like, it's when you get your flip reset off the ceiling, and then you know you can flip or whatever. But instead of like doing this, especially if you're trying to get back down on the ground, you have no boost, just hit A and it'll like send you down faster so you can get back faster. I know I do this all the time. Alright, next thing is working on your basic mechanics. So what I mean by this is basically like working on ball control. You know, sit in free play like I'm doing, just like dribble the ball for a while or whatever, just see how long you can hold it up for. Try to get from one side of the goalpost to the other, or just something like that. And another big thing is being able to half flip. Half flipping is so useful. It helps you rotate faster. It helps you with your recoveries. So if you don't know how to half flip, just look up a tutorial and just learn from that one. A bunch of pro players and just random other players have made half flip videos. It's really not that hard once you actually learn how to do it. It's very simple. So yeah. Alright, next tip is watch out for your teammates. So I know in the lower ranks everyone like ball chases, not trying to offend anybody if anyone's down there, but I know most people just ball chase. No one ever like watches for their teammates or whatever. They're just chasing the ball 24/7. So basically, just watch your teammates. Like, if your teammate goes for it, he misses, and if you're also there, that means you won't double commit. And then, like, you can sit back on that. If they have a counter attack or whatever, you're able to sit back in that and save it. And also, like, looking for passes. If you see your teammate, like, you're dribbling the ball, he's off to the right side or something like that, like, try to get a quick little pass off to him or something, and then you can get a good play. But if you're, like, just flying, chasing the ball, you don't know where your teammate is, it's a very good chance that you're going to double commit and then end up getting a free goal scored on you. Alright, my final tip this video is going to be boost control. Boost control is very important. If you're watching esports and you're like, how the hell does everybody have like boost like all the time? Main reason is that they're not going for these 100 boost pads. Most of the time they're actually like picking up the tinier boost pads, so they always have at least some sort of boost. Each pad, I believe, gives you 12 boost, and as you can see, they're literally everywhere on the map. Yeah, on the map. And that's basically what they do. So, like, say they don't have any boost, they can't go for the corner boost. Their attack, the other team's like starting to get their attack. They can get the boost around here, which I believe brings you to like 70 or something like that, which is, you know, almost full boost pad, and it's more than enough to save the ball. So yeah, just work on your boost control. Alright guys, that's it for this video. If you found this helpful or you just liked the video in general, please leave a like and subscribe. It really does help me out a lot. And yeah, if you have any questions, please comment down below. I know I'm terrible at describing things, so this video probably made 0 sense at all. I just winged it, if you couldn't tell. But yeah, please share this with your friends if you found this helpful, and I believe I will have a beginners tips video coming out very soon. So if you're a beginner of the game and you had no idea what the hell I was talking about, go watch that video. I'm sure it'll help you out. Well, yeah, thanks for watching.